My name is Kara Livingston, and I'm of settler heritage. I'm on the traditional territory of the Mississauga Anishinaabe, traditionally called Nugajinawang, the land of the Williams Treaty of 1923 and Treaty Number 20 of 1818. This is a place where rules do not apply. My dog, Ola, is allowed to run around without a leash, and I don't worry about her. I feel free to do whatever I want without colonial constructs. What the land allows me to do is my only boundary. I return to this place because of the freedom I feel. We are welcomed in every season. We have cross-country skied, stargazed, and hiked on this land. The lesson I have been taught by the land is that even though a place can be colonized beyond repair, with slow processes, the land will be taken back. And I believe this is true with people as well. I've been brought up in a colonial mindset, but through slow processes, I am working to decolonize my mind, emotions, body, and spirit, just like the land.
I gratefully acknowledge that I am speaking from unceded and stolen traditional Squamish, Musqueam, and Tsleil-Waututh territories. A place where I'm grateful to learn and play from on my own and with my children. These spaces call to me this liminal boundary between ocean and forest because it helps me to see the interconnections between the abundant ocean life and the forest, the connection between the animals and plants that exist both in undersea and on land worlds. These spaces can help us to have a chance to understand the changing of the seasons and to appreciate the abundance of life within the coastal forest, to see a mushroom poking out from under the leaves, or to know what sorts of earthly gifts were available in the ocean and on the land. We can learn about these different changings of the seasons and the ways that people lived here for millennia and satisfied their needs and their wants. And taking time to appreciate these spaces can bring us a sense of calm and restoration and the opportunity to learn from all the generations before us that have existed and flourished in these spaces. Thank you.
I would like to acknowledge the Coast Salish peoples, including the Musqueam, Tsleil-Waututh, Coquitlam, and Squamish nations. I'm here today at the base of Burnaby Mountain in one of my favorite getaways, close to home. I come here to step outside my four walls and away from the urban structures that we have in our lives and tune into myself and tune into nature. I return here to appreciate the differences and the transitions that happen on a day-to-day basis. I also come here for inspiration for my nature-based and land-based yoga practice. The possibilities of what we can learn here, in my opinion, are so endless and each one equally as fascinating. Physically, you can learn about the local flora and fauna, and metaphorically, the resilience of moss or the transition of trees. I'd like to briefly touch on a quote from Dr. Robin Wall Kimmerer's first book, Gathering Moss. She takes a brief moment near the beginning of the book to talk about patience and time. And she does this in such a beautiful way by acknowledging that as humans, we have created tools for seeing things such as magnifying glass or telescopes, but has that maybe stopped us from appreciating what's right in front of us if we only were to stop and slow down? And so she says very eloquently that attentiveness alone can rival the most powerful magnifying lens. And I would like to leave that quote with you all today. Thank you.